Yo, what's going on, everybody? Y'all already know who it be. It be your boy, Reese Dizzal Da Great, and I am back in effect. I'm sorry I'm late with this video, but I had a few personal issues. I had a family member pass away, and I really just wasn't in the mode to make no videos. But I decided to jump on because, we about to go into a whole new game. But before I take a step forward, I'm going to take a step back. I got to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles Kansas City game. You know what I'm saying? Because I rewatched that game a couple of times, and it's a few things that still stand out to me that I'm kind of looking at that game a little bit different than maybe a lot of y'all probably looking at it. To me, I think the Philadelphia Eagles played a very, very, very good game offensively. Of course, there's a few things that need to be tightened up, because once again, we shot ourselves in the foot with a lot of penalties and just stuff that we just definitely got to clean up, man. But on a brighter note, though, because of those bonehead penalties, though, on a brighter note, there was three touchdowns that was took away. 28 points was left out on that field Sunday. 28 points. All off of stupid stuff that we can clean up, that we can control. And if you look at that, okay, the Philadelphia Eagles' last touchdown of that game was garbage time. It was a garbage time touchdown to Greg Ward because the game was basically over. We all know that. But if you put those 28 points on that board, if those points actually stood, if those points would have stood, don't you see that the Eagles had a really good chance of winning that game? And I know that's kind of hard to believe considering how poorly the defense played. I mean, God, the defense played terrible. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where Ryan Kerrigan is. I mean, we all was happy about Ryan Kerrigan getting signed here. We thought maybe having Ryan Kerrigan was going to make a big difference to the defensive front. I know I did. But thus far, I don't even know if Ryan Kerrigan even be around. I damn sure don't hear his name. And it's getting bad. You know what I'm saying? It seems to me that Brandon Graham was way more important to that defensive front than people could imagine. Because without Brandon Graham, we really not getting home. Javon Hargrave is getting home. But the linebackers, man, they ain't been tackling nobody. I can't believe that Kansas City, a team that's known for their high-powered passing offense, rushed the ball for over 200 and something odd yards. And San Francisco was a known rushing team, and we locked them down. I don't know what Jonathan Gannon is doing. I don't know if it's the personnel. I don't know if it's a scheme. I don't know where the hell Fletcher Cox is. I know he see a lot of double teams. I get that. But if Fletcher is getting double teamed, though, this is what angers me about this whole thing. If Fletcher and Javon Hargrave is getting double teamed, that's 4 guys on 2. That means there's linebackers that have nobody and defensive front guys that have nobody guarding them. So it should be a hell of a lot of pressure. But it's not. That's puzzling. That's very, very puzzling. And I can't say too much bad about the back 7 because they really been holding their own for the most part. Now, it was Tyreek Hill, so can't nobody guard Tyreek Hill. That's just is what it is. But why didn't Jonathan Gannon have Darius Slay shadowing Tyreek Hill throughout the game? Hell, if Tyreek Hill go to slot, Slay gonna have to go to slot. Because when Slay was on Tyreek Hill, Patty Mahomes was kind of like staying away from Hill. I ain't saying that Slay was locking him down. I'm saying that it was making Patty Mahomes second guess whether or not to go in that direction. Once we took Slay off of Hill and they start to move Hill from one side to the other, from receiver 1 to receiver 2 to the slot receiver, putting him in the backfield, we completely went away from Slay. And we playing a whole lot of damn zone to have Steven Nelson and Darius Slay. No, neither one of them are lockdown corners, but they both can hold their own against a number one and a number two receiver. What are we doing? I had to get that off my chest, that Kansas City game, because no matter how many times I look at it, it was all right to me. And I think the Eagles had a good chance of, hey, they probably could have upset Kansas City, man. We got to keep in mind 3 touchdowns just took off the board, man. 3 touchdowns just took off the board. So it is what it is, but I'm proud of Jalen Hurts. He played a good game, I mean, shit. It's still, he'll work in progress. I'm not looking for him to be no Joe Montana. He gonna miss some targets from time to time. He's a 2nd-year quarterback. Y'all keep your motherfucking jaws on. God, y'all wow out too quick. I mean, come on, man. It was only his 8th start. I mean, we got to be more realistic. Like, real, man. Keep giving this dude a chance. I mean, he getting better and better each week. That 1% better, as Nick Sirianni love to say it. But, I mean, he passed for 300 and some more yards. Some of them was garbage yards, arguably. But however you want to look at it, you look at it. You can look at it in the positive. You can look at it in the negative. But now, let's talk about the week that's coming up. We got to go play the Panthers. We got to play the Carolina Panthers. Then we talk about the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers right now, another team that we really got to be on our P's and Q's. This is another game that we're going to be battle tested. We're going to be battle tested, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Because now, Carolina has got Sam Darnold. He playing pretty damn good right now. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see it coming. I know I didn't see it coming. But maybe Sam is right where he needs to be to show his true potential, because right now he leads the league with quarterbacks with touchdowns. Rushing touchdowns at that. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of crazy. I mean, then they get Christian McCaffrey back. You know what I mean? And we know if teams been gashing us and just gashing us for rushing yards, McCaffrey is one of the best. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna get his off. You know what I'm saying? If this defense doesn't figure out a way to get more stout up front, it's gonna be a long season for us. And I mean a long season. But to me, what's happening only shows us where all our true weaknesses are on defense. I mean, this is where we're weak at, and that's the linebacker position. The Eagles don't seem to value that position like they used to back in the A-Day when we had Reggie White and Seth Joyner and all them boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really don't respect that linebacker position the way they used to back in the old days. But either way, we're going to be in for a long night if we don't tighten up on defense for real. Now, we got to remember to run the ball, because, trust me, we're going to have Andre Dillard back on Jalen Hurts' left side at that left tackle position. And I'm telling you, they're going to try to send Hassan Riddick at him. And that's going to be a matchup I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching for that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to be one of those speed type of guys. He's going to try to get around Andre Dillard. And, right now, he's one of the best sackers in the NFL right now. And I think he lead the NFL with 4.3 sacks or something like that. He seemed to get like a sack a game. And, so either way, we just got to come out there and be on our P's and Q's. We have to tighten up some of those miscues that we've been having week after week. I mean, Devontae Smith had a great game last week against the Kansas City Chiefs, but once again, just like Jalen Reagor did, not knowing where they are on the field, allowing defenders to force them out of bounds on big plays. Both of those guys both caught touchdown plays in 2 different games, y'all, doing the same exact thing, stepping out of bounds. So we have to clean these kind of things up, and we definitely need to quit cocking the gun, shooting ourselves in the damn foot with dumb penalties. These penalties. J.J. Arthur-Whiteside on a rug route. I mean, come on. There was no point of extending. I was defending you just like Coach was, but when they show the replay, you did it. And it just infuriates me, you know what I'm saying, that we keep doing this to ourselves. We just keep shooting ourselves in the foot game after game. I think the only game that we really got our asses handed to us on some real stuff is the Dallas Cowboys game. Dallas just downright whooped on us. But everybody else ain't really whooped on us when you really watch the game. Like, we kind of did it to ourselves every single time, the self-inflicted wounds. In my eyes, and maybe I'm looking at this as a Philadelphia Eagle fan, and maybe I'm looking at it with so much being just open-minded and with a lot of optimism, or, you know, I don't know. It's like the words, y'all know how I get. I told you I stutter a lot when I get so excited, but inside my eyes, man, it's like I said, just maybe me as an Eagles fan, I really see us at 3-1. I really do, because when I look back at those games, it was so many chances of winning them till it just don't make sense. So, once again, y'all, let's just get ready for this game. I'm hoping to hear some news tomorrow about Jordan Mailata coming back. I hope Jordan Mailata come back here soon. I mean, I'm waiting on this team to get healthy. But either way, I'll be your boy Reese Dizzal Da Great. Let's keep our eyes open. Let's see what this next game does for us. And as long as we can keep looking better and better each week, win or lose, that's what we want to see. We need to see where we're weak at, and we need to see where we're strong at. This season is about seeing what we have in Jalen Hurts and seeing what this team needs to do moving forward to get back into that Super Bowl conversation. Either way, I'll be your boy Reese Dizzal Da Great. This be the Bird Watch, and y'all already know what time it is. Fly, Eagles, fly.